Hello, everybody. Oh, I just messed up my screen. There we are. Hi, friends. How's it going? Woo. I was just fast and furiously getting ready. Ooh, Camper Roberto with a new name. The intrigue. All right. Let's see who all's on. Here we have here. We have Jay. Hi, Jay. We've got Debbie and Heidi and Karen. Bill's here ready to warble and gurgle and all of the things. That's great. Roberto under his new alias. Heidi, Dodie, and Jim. Good to have you guys. So fun. Yes, Heidi. You already recognized where our warm-up song was from. I was going to give someone a prize for figuring that out, but now there you go. Awesome. I'm so happy to see you guys. How are we feeling? Everybody say hello to Sophie. She is our newest employee, so you may or may not know. Actually, you probably don't. But Delaney, our lovely social media person, she has gone off to hike the Pacific Trail. So that is cool. Awesome for her. Little sad for us, but we've got Sophie now. So it's a good thing. Sophie is here, so everybody's going to be super patient with her as she figures out moderating my crazy class because it's always an adventure moderating this one. But so fun to see our team growing, and really glad that you all are here. Grab your water. I've got mine. So have a glass of water next to you so that when we get going and having a lot of fun, you'll be ready to roll. Yay, Roger and Patty are here. Popped on just to say hi to Sophie. Love it. Yes, we do have some fun songs today. So the theme of the week, remember we have a new theme each week for Parkinson's Awareness Month, which is this month in April. And our theme this week is shout. So shout is obviously what we do in our Move and Shout class. Shout is also indicative of the vocal work that we do in this class. And it's really indicative of where we are as an organization with our ambassadors who are going to be shouting about our program, hopefully not really shouting, but sharing about our program and telling everyone they know. So there's a little spin on shout for you that you can use this opportunity to shout Powerful Parkinson's out to all of your friends and anyone in your family, your Parkinson's community, all that good stuff. So super, super good to have you guys. Let's get started. I feel discombobulated. I was a little rushed getting here. So these first few deep breaths are going to be really important and good for centering us and getting us ready to focus on our vocal power today. So here we go. Big deep breath. Nice. Eyes open or closed, your choice. If you get dizzy with your eyes closed or something, just keep them open. It's totally your choice. But I will invite you just to focus only on these breaths when you take them and try to forget anything else. If something else pops into your mind, just stuff it down until later. Here we go. Big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, filling up the belly. All right, one more. Here we go. Last one. Biggest breath of the day so far. Awesome. Let's get those shoulders moving. We're going to go up and down. See if you can connect the breath to the shoulder movement. In when you breathe up, up. Breathe in when you move the shoulders up, something like that. And out when you go down. Last one, shoulders way high up to the ears and down. Lovely. Let's roll the shoulders forward and back, just in some circles, getting some movement going, making some space in the upper body for those lungs to expand, for the diaphragm. Oh, lovely. Raise one, drop the other. Awesome. Good, good, good. Do we have any of our St. Augustine students in the stratosphere today out there in the universe? Let us know. Check in. Everybody check in when you get on. And switch. All right. Hello, Georges. Bonsoir. Glad to see you. You'll have to do it later because he's at his daughter's house. That's okay. Or you're going to your daughter's house, rather. We do have one of our tongue twisters and shake out those shoulders today in French and two of our tongue twisters in Spanish. We're getting very fancy over here. So, George, that'll be a special treat for you later on, and I'm glad to see your name pop up. So, ear to shoulder. How's that baby of yours, George? How's the grandbaby doing? Hi, Joan. Good to have you. You're just in time to get some stretching in. Feeling that stretch along the opposite side of the neck, but not feeling any pain. And come up, other side. In addition to not feeling pain, we don't want to force the stretch. So in class, sometimes when we're in person, I'll let people know if they want to rest a hand gently on their head for a little added pressure. That's an option. But we definitely don't want to go past the point of comfortable tension. So there's no award for getting your ear all the way to your shoulder or anything like that. We're just focusing on warming things up, stretching things out. Come on up. All right, Flo, good to have you here. Chin to chest, looking down at the floor. Let the head hang heavy. Nice, and come up. We're gonna do that half circle. Chris is here. Oh, wow, George. Maxime is already a month tomorrow. So cute, it goes so quickly. Roll that half circle. Roll it forward and down again. Roll it again. George, if you get time, send me a picture. I would love to see a picture of that sweet baby. So, clasp the hands together. Push them forward. Chris, how you feeling today? Flo, Joan, are we all good? Y'all, if you're having fun today, at any point, feel free to click the thumbs up under the video. Helps us out a lot. And open those arms back and down. Open the chest. Take a moment to make sure that you're subscribed to our channel. Another way that really helps us to grow and it helps you to be able to find us easier. One more time, pushing forward. Drop the shoulder or the shoulders away from the ears. That's right. And open back. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's chew really big with the mouth. And let's do our vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, U. Again. A, E, I, O, U. Making a different facial expression for each of those sounds and each of those shapes. One more time. A, E, I, O, U. We are going to be having some really strong vocal power today because the theme is shout. So let me open our spreadsheet. We are going to get right into our tongue twisters. If I find my tongue twisters. So on the document, the lyrics document for today, I have given you the translations of our international awesome tongue twisters. But I think we're just going to put the text of the actual tongue twister in the chat. So, okay, I'm getting my desktop all set here so that I am ready for y'all. So, first one is en français. In French, we have je suis ce que je suis. Let's try that. So the CE and the JE, it makes an E sound. Je suis ce que je suis. So all of those are sounds except for suis, which that means I am. It's the conjugated form of être, to be. Look at that. Okay. So we have je suis ce que je suis, mais, which is but, si je suis ce que je suis. Okay, let's just do that second part. We've got mais, si je suis ce que je suis. Then the last part is qu'est-ce que je suis. Qu'est-ce que je suis. Qu'est-ce que? Yeah. Qu'est-ce que je suis. So, starting over, we have je suis ce que je suis. Mais si je suis ce que je suis, qu'est-ce que je suis? And it means I am what I am, but if I am what I am, what am I? Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it works. So here we go, all together one more time. Je suis ce que je suis, mais si je suis ce que je suis, qu'est-ce que je suis? All right, let's see if we can do it just a little bit faster. All right, here we go. Je suis ce que je suis, mais si je suis ce que je suis, qu'est-ce que je suis? It's hard to do that one faster for me. I'm sure George could do that lickety-split super fast. All right, let's try one more time at a decent clip, and then we'll move along to our Espanol. Here we go. Je suis ce que je suis, mais si je suis ce que je suis, qu'est-ce que je suis? That's harder than it seemed like it was going to be. You guys did great. Okay, moving on to our Espanol. We have two in Spanish. The first one is, ¿cuándo cuentes cuentos? All right, let's do that again. ¿Cuándo cuentes cuentos? Ooh, then we've got cuenta, cuantos, cuentos. Oh my gosh. Cuentas, cuando, cuentes, cuentos. So all of these start with either quent or quant. And then that last part is going to be super important to be very clear about your enunciation, because these words are so similar that if you're not clear, you're not going to be clear. That's go figure. All right, so really read the words, follow along. And this one means when you tell stories, say how many stories you tell when you tell stories. Again, these tongue twisters don't always have to make sense, but they give us a good challenge. So we have cuando cuentes cuentos, cuenta cuantos cuentos, cuentas cuando cuentes cuentos. Okay, let's do it again. How you doing? Are you hanging with me? Okay, here we go. Cuando cuentes cuentos, cuenta cuantos cuentos cuentas cuando cuentes cuentos. I can't even, I'm trying to make sure that I'm saying it all right, and the struggle is real. One more time, here we go. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little bit, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because it's tricky. So here we go. Cuando cuentes cuentos, cuenta cuantos cuentos cuentas cuando cuentes cuentos. Wow, great job. We're not going any faster than that because my little brain up here could not handle it. So next we have our last non-English tongue twister of the day. These earrings keep catching the light like crazy. So if anybody's getting blinded by the earrings, let me know and I can lose them. All right. We've got hoy ya es ayer y ayer ya es hoy. Ya llegó el día y hoy es hoy. I will absolutely, on both of these, the French and the Spanish, I will apologize to anybody that is a native speaker for any and all of my mispronunciations. I am a Texan who hears Spanish a lot but does not speak it, and took French in school but hasn't spoken it in quite some time. So I am trying. Please forgive me for any missteps. So here we are on this last one. Hoy ya es ayer y ayer ya es hoy. Ya llegó el día y hoy es hoy. Today is already yesterday, and yesterday is already today. The day is here, and today is today. All right, this one we can go a little bit faster. I think we've got this. Here we go. Hoy ya es ayer, y ayer ya es hoy. Ya llegó el día, y hoy es hoy. Nice. You holding up with me? Last one. Big deep breath. Quickly. Here we go. Hoy ya es ayer y ayer ya es hoy. Ya llegó el día y hoy es hoy. Great job. We made it through. Y'all let me know how we feel about that. For number one, je suis Popeye, le mercenaire homme. Good one. Okay. You guys, thanks for hanging with me. Let me know if we're into it, if we want more different languages, or if we want to stick with English, which I think is most of our first languages. But we have so many friends from around the world that I think it's really kind of fun to have a good time and sing some different or say some different languages. If we could sing some different languages, that would be fun too, but we'll see. All right, moving right along to our little warm-up song. As Heidi already figured out, this is from The Music Man. I love that musical. And it's a song where the little ladies are all gathered in the square and they're like kind of gossiping. So that's what this Pick a Little, Talk a Little is. And I had a thought in my head that just left. So here we go. We are going to sing it and also do our little hand motions. So with our hand motions, we are going to utilize our sign language letters, which we love, right? Helps us to kind of get those hands moving a little bit. Let's see. Yes, Roberto, you got trouble, my friend, right here in River City. We're gonna have to do some more Music Man sometime. So we've got P, which is your peace sign, and then the thumb comes to that middle finger. So P. Is that right? Is it here? It's down. M-N-O-P. It's down. So peace sign, thumb on middle finger, and then turn it upside down. That's our P. Okay? So we've got peace sign, thumb, turn it down. And if we want to go right to it, here. So we've got pick a little. That's going to be our P. Then talk a little is going to turn up. And the T, P-Q-R-S-T, yes, okay, I have to make sure I'm doing this right. The T, it's a fist with your thumb between the first two fingers. So here, that's our T. So we've got pick a little, talk a little. Pick a little, talk a little. Cheap, cheap, cheap. We're just going to make like a little, I don't know what that is. We're just going to make a little cheap, cheap, cheap. So talk a lot, pick a little more. So let's do those first two lines. We've got pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. Okay. The tune, we'll forget the hands for just a sec, is pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. We do that twice, okay? So it's pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. And they do it pretty fast. So we won't go as quite as fast, but it's pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. So we're not going to go quite that fast, but that's kind of what we're working up to. So we've got, with the hand motions, not super fast, we've got pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. Then we've got the same beginning, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little. Then we've got cheep, 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 cheep. Then up high, pick a little, talk a little, cheep. So we're getting our little scales, our little warm-ups. When we go cheep, 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 we do that 3 times. Up and back down, up and back down. Let's go slow. All right. Here we are, starting with our P and our T and our cheep, cheep, cheep. Let's do the whole thing together. Here we go. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 pick a little, talk a little, cheep. Nice work, nice work. Okay, let's do it on that same hand, which gives you a little hint as to what's coming next, but on the same hand, a little bit faster, okay? So it's gonna be pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little. Can we do that? Here we go. So remember, after we say cheep, 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 we actually start with talk, which is gonna be our T. Talk a lot, pick a little more, okay? Here we are, shake it out. All right, here we go. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 pick a little, talk a little, cheep. Woo! Nice. You can grab a breath wherever you need it in there. I just realized that cheep, 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 cheep is a whole long thing with not a lot of breathing opportunity. So steal one when you need it. That's a-okay. I'm assuming most of us began on our dominant hand. Pick your other hand. So whether or not you are on your dominant hand, let's switch hands and let's just quickly, let's try our sign language letters on this hand. So we've got our P, which is peace sign, thumb on the middle finger facing down, right? So we've got pick a little. Then our T is our thumb, our fist with our thumb between the first 2 fingers. So pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. Let's sing it through. We've got this. Hey, Spencer, you're here. That's what counts. Glad to have you. We've got, here we go. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 pick a little, talk a little, cheep. Woo! Okay, last time, I promise it's the last time. You're probably so sick of this melody. We're gonna go quick and then we're moving on, all right? And the connection to shout is talking. So remember that I mentioned that we can shout by obviously raising our voice, but we can also shout out about this program and share it with everybody that we know, which is awesome. And just get more people on board and finding these services. So here we go. We are going to pick a little, talk a little. Are you ready? Here we go. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 pick a little, talk a little, cheep. Yay! We survived. Promise we are not singing that same melody again, the whole class. So get it out of your head now. And let's move right along to another talking song, which is Let's Give 'Em Something to Talk About by Bonnie Raitt. We're just going to jump right in because I've been talking too much as usual. Here we go. People are talking about people. I hear them whisper, you won't believe it. Okay. All right. Yay. Cardinals were cheeping along. Yay. Joan was at support group in Portland. And all of our ambassadors, I have just been making shipping labels for your packages. So you're going to be getting the hard copies of everything soon too. So yay. Okay. Back to singing. Maggie, shush. Okay. Here we go. People are talking about people. I hear them whisper, you won't believe it. They think we're lovers, kept under covers. I just ignore it, but they keep saying, okay, so there's a lot of jumping around pitch-wise. Let's do that verse again because we're going to see it again. People are talking about people. I hear them whisper. Then we jump up. You won't believe it. They think we're lovers, kept under covers. I just ignore it, but they keep saying we laugh just a little too loud. So on those, we laugh just a little too loud. On laugh and loud, we've got a little slide action. We laugh just a little too loud. We stand just a little too close. So every line of this has that little stylistic slide. We stare just a little too long. Maybe they're seeing something we don't, darling. All right. Then we get to our chorus, which is just, let's give them something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, love? All right. And I guess on this one, she really doesn't do the three loves. I like the three loves. I'm going to do three loves. You can do one love, whatever works for you. So then we are to the same kind of melody. We just have to fit in the new words. So back to our verse melody. We've got, I feel so foolish. I never noticed. I never noticed. That's what it is. I feel so foolish. I never noticed. You'd act so nervous. Could you be falling for me? So again, the third little line there, I feel so foolish. I never noticed. You act so nervous. Then here we're jumping up. Could you be falling for me? Then we're back. It took a rumor to make me wonder. Now I'm convinced I'm going under. Then we're back to, just like we laugh just a little too loud, thinking about you every day. So because we have a different sort of rhythmic scheme here, that slide is just really coming on the last note of these lines. Thinking about you every day, dreaming about you every night, hoping that you feel the same way. Now that we know it, let's really show it, darling. Let's give them something to talk about. And we're back to that melody. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, love? And you can ad-lib on those loves, whatever you want. So put your own little style So the big thing to remember here is on those verses. So let's do the two little verses real quick one more time. People are talking about people. I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. So I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. Jumps up, okay? You believe it. So if you want, I'm just thinking through it in my head, and if you don't want to jump up on that, you can do the same. I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. And then you jump up to where we are on they think we're lovers, kept under covers. But if you want to just try it and jump up, even if it's a little high for your range, that's okay. You can just let it float. That's the only requirement that I have, is that you not try to like really muscle it up there. I don't want to see a lot of this tension in your neck, in your cords and all of that, right? So just let it float. I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. They think we're lovers, kept under covers. I just ignore it, but they keep saying. Remember on that first one, we've got laugh just a little too loud. So we've got those slides. Have fun with it. Channel your Bonnie rate, okay? Let's do the whole thing. As a reminder, this is our workout. This is part 1 of our 3-part, it's really part 3 of like a 5-part because we've got our tongue twisters and anyway, but this is part of your big workout. We've been doing our warm up. This is the first big show, right? So all that means is to use your vocal power, have fun with it. Even if there's parts that you're not super comfortable, just imagine you're singing along to the radio in the car. You don't always know the words or always know the tune, but I know you still belt it out sometimes. So give me that. Let's go from the beginning of let's give them something to talk about. Here we are. People are talking about people. I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. They think we're lovers, kept under covers. I just ignore it, but they keep saying we laugh just a little too loud. We stand just a little too close. We stare just a little too long. Maybe they're seeing something we don't, darling. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, love? I feel so foolish. I never noticed you act so nervous. Could you be falling for me? It took a rumor to make me wonder. Now I'm convinced I'm going under. Thinking about you every day. Dreaming about you every night. Hoping that you feel the same way. Now that we know it, let's really show it, darling. Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, love? Let's give them something to talk about, baby. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, love? Yeah! Awesome job. You guys did great. Did you get it? Did you get those high notes? Did you rock them? I'll bet you did. I got you. I felt it. I felt the vibes, the Bonnie Raitt vibes. As always, if you click on the blue bar at the top of the chat box, I think right somewhere, right over here, top of the chat box, there is a link to the karaoke track. So you can go after class and actually sing these with all your backing tracks, and you can imagine you're on stage with the spotlight and the microphone, all the things. So I love it. Yay. Thanks, Heidi. Yes, everyone sounded so good. It's amazing how we're just in like perfect unison, and then like sometimes those harmonies, like we are on target. All right. Next we have Shout by the Eisley Brothers. Of course, you guys knew I was going to do this one, didn't you? Okay. We have Well. So you got to lead into it with that big old well. Really get them wondering what's next. Well. And then it's off to the races. You know you make me want to shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout, come on now, shout. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines that are all something, 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 shout, something, 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 shout. So what we want to try to do is differentiate a little bit so that it's not, so we want to give maybe some different volume, maybe some different articulation. You know you make me want to shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, so kind of like crescendoing, right? Or getting louder sort of on each of those. I mean, this song's just going to be loud because it's called Shout, right? So, but starting with, well, you know you make me want to shout. So starting that first one a little bit smaller, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. So we're climbing that volume all the way to the top until we get, come on now and shout. Then we move on to, don't forget to say you will. Oh no, don't forget to say you will. That's what it is. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say, yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Say that you want me. So we are singing our lead vocals and our backup because it's what we do. We are super uber talented. You can put on your resume that you're a one-person band vocally. So don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say, yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Say that you want me. Say. Woo! So, as the kids say these days, this song has no chill. So, it's like hits you out the gate and just keeps on rolling like a steam train the whole time. But at this part, I still remember shooby-doo-wah. So it slows down just a little bit, not a lot, and it kind of comes back down in volume. I still remember shooby-doo-wah, when you were 9 years old, shooby-doo-wah. I was a fool for you, shooby-doo-wah. From the bottom of my soul, shooby-doo-wah. Now that you've grown up, shooby-doo-wah. Grown enough to know, shooby-doo-wah. You wanna leave me, shooby-doo-wah. You wanna let me go, shooby-doo-wah, shoo-wah. All right, so that's all a lot of the same. I still remember shooby-doo-wah, when you used to be 9 years old, shooby-doo-wah. So each of those kind of couplets is the same, all right? So we've got about 4 couplets that are kind of the same melody. Then we really kind of half time it. After all the shooby-doo-wah, shoo-wop, I want you to know. So we're half timing it. It's really slowing down. I said, I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. So instead of, I want you to know, I said, I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. It's, I want you to know. So if you give it a good tap, that's going to help you to slow it down and still feel the rhythm. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself. And if you ever leave me, I don't want nobody else. I said I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. Then halftime is out the window and we're off to the races again with, you know you make me want to shout. Yeah, yeah, shout. All right, shout. Come on now and shout. Now wait a minute. We slow it down. This is such a stylistic song, right? So each little verse, each little section kind of has its own thing going on. This one, instead of just keeping the rhythm, but slowing it down, this time we're like railroad tracks, hold up, here's something brand new. Now wait a minute, I feel all right. Now that I've got my woman, I feel all right. Every time I think about you, you've been so good to me. So I'm going to give you free reign to do some ad-libbing on that. It's really just out there in your face. Then we are back to, like, from here to the end of the song is just big, okay? So it's, you know you make me want to shout, lift my hands up and shout, throw my hair back and shout, kick my heels up and shout, come on now and shout, aha, a little bit softer now, a little bit softer now, a little bit softer now. So when we get to the, you know you make me want to shout, that's got to be at like a 10, right? So loud, big, powerful. You know you make me want to shout, lift my hands up and shout, throw my hair back and shout, kick my heels up and shout, come on now and shout, a little bit softer now, little bit softer now, a little bit. So 8 is what we have of each. They do like 2 or 3 times as many as that, probably 2 times in the actual song, but we're just doing 8. So that means you cannot go from a little bit softer now, a little bit softer now, right? We want to gradually reduce volume. Then we're going to gradually increase volume with 8 a little bit louder nows, okay? So with that, remember, and I'll try to help you remember, I'll try to remember myself, that you know you make me want to shout. It's got to be like at a 10, super big, okay? So that we can come from that 10 down to a 2 over 8, a little bit softer nows, and back up to a 10, okay? We've gotten back to 10, and then we're doing a call and response. So I'm going to say it, and you're going to sing it back. So it's going to be, hey, 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 hey. Yeah. So in that pause where I'm pausing and pointing to you, that's because that's your moment to shine, right? So one more time. Hey, 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 hey. Jump up and shout now. Jump up and shout now. Everybody shout now. Everybody shout now. Everybody shout. That's where we're ending it. That's where we're leaving it. Whew, this song is a bit of a doozy. It's all over the place. Have fun with it. And just know that there is no right or wrong unless you're not singing. And that is wrong. So as long as you are giving it your best effort, as long as you're having a great time with it, as long as you're smiling, as long as you're maybe moving around a little bit and having, feeling it in your body, you're right. You're doing great. Okay. We can do this. We've got this together. Yeah, let's go from the top. Let's see how it goes, okay? Have fun with it. We're just going with it. So feel free on parts that you're not as comfortable with, maybe parts I'm not as comfortable with, ad lib and have a good time, okay? We start with a big old well. Are you ready? Here we are. Well, you know you make me want to shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout, come on now and shout, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say, yeah, 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 say you will. Say it right now, baby, say you will. Say that you love me, say that you need me, say that you want me. I still remember shooby-doo-wah, when you were 9 years old, shooby-doo-wah. I was a fool for you, shooby-doo-wah. From the bottom of my soul, shooby-doo-wah. Now that you've grown up, shooby-doo-wah, grown enough to know, shooby-doo-wah. You wanna leave me, shooby-doo-wah. You wanna let me go, shooby-doo-wah, shoo-wah. I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself. And if you ever leave me, I don't want nobody else. I said I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You know you make me want to shout, yeah, yeah, shout, all right, shout, come on now and shout. Now wait a minute, I feel all right. Now that I've got my woman, I feel all right. Every time I think about you, you've been so good to me. You know you make me want to shout, lift my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout, kick my heels up and shout, come on now and shout a little bit softer now, little bit softer now, a 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 little bit softer now. A little bit softer now, a little bit louder 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 now. Hey, whoa, Maggie. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, jump up and shout now, jump up and shout now, everybody shout now, everybody shout now, everybody shout. Woo! Holy moly, y'all are awesome. I hope you had some fun with that. You guys sounded so good. I'm amped up. I'm ready to go to a party now. I'm ready to, I don't know, have a really good time. So I think it should be Friday with all this shouting and partying. I love it. Y'all are awesome. Give me some emojis to let me know how you're feeling. Emojis in the chat. Let me know. Let me know how we're doing. Are we shouting? Are we feeling good? Let's see. Waiting on those emojis. I'm waiting. Oh, I like it. Sophie, good one. We're sweating. We're sweating. I'm sweating. Yeah. We're having fun. Anybody with me? Oh, George is with me. Yay. Awesome, George. Woo. All right. Anybody else? Okay. All right. All right. Jay's on fire. Debbie's smiling. We're good. Okay. Woo, I was worried I lost y'all with that one. Feeling good. Okay, all right, now they're rolling in. We've got one more today, y'all, and we've got a few minutes to do it. It's a good one, though. We got the Beatles, Twist and Shout. So, here we are. Let's just go for it. We'll go over it for just a sec, and then we're going to get right on it. Well, shake it up, baby, now shake it up, baby. Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and work it on out. So on those come-ons, I would think of it like a C''MON, come on. There's not a whole lot of time to enunciate. Come on, come on, come on. So it's come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and, so that second one, come on and work it on out, is a little bit more enunciated. Come on and work it on out. Well, work it on out, honey. You know you look so good. You know you got me going now, just like I knew you would. So, same verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Then after let me know that you're mine, down after our next chorus and verse, we get to wow, well, shake it up, baby, now. So that's really the only thing that's much different. Then we've got a regular chorus, a regular verse, and the very, very end, we get, well, shake it, baby, now. Well, shake it, baby, now. We repeat that 3 times, and then the very end, we do one more, wow. And it's not just wow, like, wow, see, W, wow. Okay, that's something we used to do in high school. I don't know. Maybe that was, okay. Anyway, it's like big, like you've got your guitar, you might be like maybe smashing it and or doing like a little like drop split thing on the floor. Like that's the kind of like, wow, I need, okay? We are shouting. This is our last bit. This is our last song. So I need you to shout it out. Our voices are nice and warm. We're not straining, right? There's nothing, no blood curdling screams here, but I want you to have a good time. I want you to get loud. If you've got downstairs neighbors, I want them banging on the ceiling with a broom or something, okay? All right, let's just do this. Here we go. Put a smile on your face. This is our last hurrah of the day. Here we go. Well, shake it up, baby, now shake it up, baby. Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and work it on out. We'll work it on out, honey. You know you look so good. You know you got me going now, just like I knew you would. Well, shake it up, baby, now shake it up, baby. Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and work it on out. You know you twist, little girl. You know you twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. And let me know that you're mine. Wow! Well, shake it up, baby, now shake it up, baby. Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and work it on out. You know you twist, little girl. You know you twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. And let me know that you're mine. Well, shake it, baby, now. Well, shake it, baby, now. Well, shake it, baby, now. ah, 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 ah. Woo! We did it. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. What a class. We have all the energy. We had all the energy. We might have just left it all out there on the stage. Whew, the crowd's going wild, standing ovation, like pyrotechnics, all of the things. You guys brought down the house today. Well done. I'll remind you that all of the karaoke tracks are linked in the lyrics document, which is at the very top of your chat box. It's also linked in the description below the video. So if you're not on chat, first of all, I'm super glad that you are here. Yes, Karen, new emojis. I agree. We do. We were just talking about some new emojis. So it's weird. We get a certain number of emojis based on how many members we have. And so right now, I think we have one more emoji to make, and we might be replacing one or two. So we'll see. We've got some good stuff coming. I love it. I'm so glad you guys had fun. I love all the emojis coming in. Again, if you did not check in on chat today, we are still just as happy that you're here. If you need help figuring out how to get on chat, we are more than happy to help. Just email us. And what else? I don't know. I don't have anything. So if y'all have questions, comments, thoughts, feelings, emotions, I don't know. I'm here. Oh, yes. Nina just reminded me that tomorrow, Nancy's class, the Rhythm and Moves class, is not happening. It's canceled. So if you want to get your workout in tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time is the time that you need to be on for Debbie's class, Strength and Balance. So yes, definitely a wow. I think we could get a wow going. Is it like this wow? That's cute. We'll see what we can do about that. I'm so glad y'all had fun. But yes, so no Rhythm and Moves tomorrow. Nancy will be back for Rhythm and Moves next week, but just taking a break this week because she's taking a wonderful, well-deserved break. So Debbie's class tomorrow, Polly's class on Friday. Next week, we have another interview for you on, let's see, Thursday? Wednesday. All right, I was close. On Wednesday, we've got another interview for you with Russell Meyerowitz of Parkinson's Wellness Fund. So 2 o'clock right after this class. So, hey, we're all going to be together, and then we're going to jump right on. So I hope to see you all there. Yes, Heidi, I love it. Okay. Yeah, y'all are so funny. We will work on a wow for you. Cool. All right. Like I said, ambassadors, keep an eye out. I mean, it'll probably still be a few days yet, but we are going to be mailing very, very soon your packets. I was just creating shipping labels, so that's exciting. Let's see. I don't know. That's it. I'm going to sign off. I'm so glad you guys joined me. Next week's theme is Move, Shout, Balance. So we're going to have to think and get creative on some songs for Balance Week. So if you have any ideas, send them my way. All right, guys. Y'all are the best. I'm so happy to have all of you on. Thank you for all the wonderful thumbs up on the video. That's just so helpful, and we're so grateful. And I will talk to you soon, later this week or next. Sunrise, sunset. Oh, that's a good idea, Robert. I should have known you would have good ones. Sunrise, sunset, balance. I love it. Okay, we're doing it. It's done. Consider it done. Okay. All right. Au revoir, George. All right. Beauty and the Beast. Another fabulous one. I love it. Yes. So good. Hey, I have a surprise for you guys. I know Robert's got like this fantastic mind, and I love it. It's so great. I have a surprise for you guys. We're still on. We're just saying hi. So come say hi. Hold on. It's not Zave. Don't get too excited. It's exciting, but it's not Zave.
And I'm not going to sit on her lap.
No. It's Lauren.
Because we're both vaccinated.
Yay for vaccines.
Hello, everybody.
All right. Lauren just walked in the door, so I figured she had to come say hi. We've got a Lauren in the house.
All right. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Bombarding Wednesday, yeah.
Happy Wednesday. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yay. Okay.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Yay. Heidi says hi. All right. Bye, guys.
I'm sorry. I usually don't.